Shalom everyone. I hope everyone's doing well today. This video, 3 kinds of righteousness. This is a video, it's coming from one of our Shabbat class that I gave to my family. I did this months ago. I know some of you probably, maybe not some of the newer subscribers remember the video I did on paganism, and I got a lot of good comments on that video. People learned what they didn't know about paganism. We didn't know where it comes from. Well, after that video, I went back and I read in Zadok. And when I was reading in Zadok, when I read something, I don't just read it one time. I go back and I read it again. And I will continue to read it because I see he will show me something different. I don't see the same thing. This is how he works. And when the time is right, he will show you what he wants you to see. And so I've read it many, many times, but never did I see this until after the pagan video. Okay, to catch some of the newer subscribers up on paganism and what it means, we found out that this is what I did. I took the word pagan, person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main world religions. And I said, okay, what are the main world religions? And this person, this pagan, he's a person that don't believe the main world religions. So I identified what are the main world religions. Okay, so I look up paganism. Paganism is a term that first arose among the Christian community of Southern Europe during the late antiquity as a descriptor of religions other than their own. So if in here they're calling it Abrahamic religions, and we know Abraham didn't have religion. He just did what the Most High told him to do. So we have Christianity, the Christian community, and Judaism and Islam. So I said, okay, these are the 3 religions that they're talking about, Abrahamic religions. And you can see here Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. They are calling this the Abrahamic religion, and they're showing you the 3. And of course, when the title is 3 kinds of righteousness. When I gave this title to my family, my son was like, he thought the 3 kinds is 3 kinds of righteousness, meaning good, positive. But listen at the title, 3 kinds of righteousness. It's kind of righteous. It's not saying it's righteous. It's kind of righteous. Okay, so this is where it came from. Sons of Zadok. 6, starting at verse 9, I'm going to read through 12. And during all the years of Belial shall be let loose against Yashar'al. So we see the enemy, and this is, he's being let loose against Yashar'al. This is nothing new. This is what's been happening. We just don't understand how it works and how he attacks and how it happens. And Yahuwah spoke through Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos, saying, fear and a pit and a snare are upon thee. So this is relevant for today. There's fear and pit and a snare. They are upon the people. It says, O inhabitants of the land, inhabitants of the land. This means the 3 nets. Here we go. 3 nets of Belial, concerning which Louis, the son of Jacob, spoke, by which he caught Yashar'al. This is how he caught Yashar'al, and directed their faces in 3 kinds of righteousness. So there it is. This was a snare. This was a trap. And he caught Yashar'al with these 3 kinds of righteousness. Here's the first one. The first one is fornication. We know this is Islam. The second one is the wealth of wickedness. We know this is Christianity beyond a shadow of a doubt. Christianity is a wealth of wickedness. They have this face of righteousness, but they have the wealth of riches. Christianity is the largest religion in the world. Rome used Christianity to conquer the world through their religion. So this is what made it become the wealth of wickedness. It created those other religions. And the third, the pollution of his Hakol, his house, his Kadash place. We know this is Judaism because they're in the land and they're polluting the land. It's being run down by the Gentiles until the times of Gentiles is to be fulfilled. And it says, he that cometh up from this shall be caught by that. If you don't get caught by this religion, you're going to get caught by that religion. This is what it's saying. And he that escaped from all of this shall be caught by that. If you escape all of these, then he have waiting for you. There's another trap. Trust me. I've spoken about the deception in the Christian churches, in the religions. I spoke about the deception even amongst the elect, Yashar'al, the camps. I spoke on these things. So if you don't get caught by these religions, he will have another snare and another trap waiting for you. And this is where we need to do our diligence. We need to do our study. We need to seek him. We need to pray to him. I can't stress it enough. We need to study. We need to fast. We need to do what we need to do to obey the Most High. All right, this is Revelations 12:9. I've used this many times. It's Satan who deceives. This is the devil who deceives the whole world. Make no mistake about it. These three kinds of righteousness are orchestrated by none other than the enemy. And yes, you know, it's another story of, yes, the Most High used the devil to fulfill his purpose and his plan. But make no mistake about it, the devil will overstep boundaries with his people. Jeremiah 16:19 says, O Yahuwah, my strength and my fortress, my refuge in the day of affliction. You want him to be your refuge in Jacob's trouble. In our day, our time, we need him to be our refuge in the day of affliction, in the day of Jacob's trouble. And the only way you will have this is to be found within his borders. Make no mistake about it. The Gentiles, the Gui, shall come to you from the ends of the earth and say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, worthless and unprofitable things. Surely our fathers inherit lies. This is what they are going to say, because that's all you can find. You can find lies any and everywhere. Now, where are these lies coming from? This is the book of Enoch 98:15. Watch this. Woe to you who write down lying and unrighteous words, for they write down their lies that men may hear them and act unrighteous toward their neighbor. So we're getting an indication. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt someone has wrote down lies. These lies will end up in writings, and these writings end up in places like the Bible. And I promise you, the tares and the wheat are growing together. So everything you read, don't believe that it's all righteous because it's in the Bible. There are writings that should be in the Bible that's not in the Bible. And I mentioned this before. This is proof. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:8. For they that promise to drive away terrors, these people from these religions, they promise to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul. And it says, were sick themselves of fear. They're trying to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul, and it's saying, you sick yourself. Worthy to be laughed at. Worthy to be laughed at. Oh my goodness. This is his word. This is Jeremiah 8:17. For behold, this is what the Most High is saying. I send serpents among you, vipers which cannot be charmed, and they shall bite, says Yahuwah. These three kinds of righteousness will bite you. This is what it's saying. The lies that's been spewed out, the lies that people believe as truth, they will bite you. Jeremiah 5:26 through 29. From among my people, listen at this very carefully, because people don't understand this. From among my people are found wicked men. They lie in wait as one who sets snares. They set a trap. There have been traps after traps after traps that's been set around his people, and they catch men. These traps work. Just like you set a mouse trap and you see dead mice, this is what happens with men. They set traps and you find dead men. It's that simple, spiritually and physically. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses are full of deceit. So they have houses. I told you about this word church and churches, and anyone that's under churches, you're in the snare, you're in the trap. You're part of this. You're part of the wickedness, and you don't know it. You have been caught. You are a caught person, male or female. You notice it says houses with an S on it. There wasn't supposed to be. The Most High, let me tell you, he have one house, one. How is it? There are churches that call them church house for the Most High. How is it they're scattered all over the earth? This is not how it's supposed to be. This is out of order. It says, therefore, they have become rich and they have grown great rich. Listen, they become great and grown rich. So this is something that will follow these people. They will become not only rich, but grown great. Their riches is great. They have grown fat. They are slick. These people are slick. This is what it's saying. They're very cunning. They're very smart. They dress nice. They look nice. They sound nice. They say everything you want to hear, but it's not what you need. What you need may not be what you want to hear. Yes, they surpass the deeds of the wicked. They surpass the deeds of the wicked. They do not plead the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper. And the right of the needy, they do not defend. Listen at this. This sounds just like what's going on in those wicked houses with an S on it. Wicked church houses. It doesn't matter if it's Christian church. It doesn't matter if it's one of the synagogues, the Jewish synagogue. It doesn't matter even if it's an Israelite camp. We're talking about they're not defending the right of the needy. They do not. It says, look what verse 29 says. Shall I not punish them for these things, says Yahuwah? He's saying, surely. Don't worry about their punishment. It's coming. It is coming. He says, shall I not punish them for these things? Shall I not avenge myself on such a nation as this? These people sit up there in these houses with all these people. Look at all these people that they catch. These are men and women. This is one of the houses that these people are caught. And here's the biggest religion. Here's the biggest religion, Christianity, where they catching men by the millions, and they are trapped in these houses, and they think this is a kind of righteousness. They think it's righteous. They think it's righteousness. They think they are Kadash. They think when they die, they go to heaven, and that's not even scriptural. I mean, you have to understand what happens, when you die. So they're not getting fed his true word. They're being taught his word no longer exists. It's old. It's done away with. Once again, this came from the paganism video. I would have never saw this unless I went through that video. That was a very important video. Yes, according to them, we do not believe. I do not believe those three religions. So according to them and their definition, that makes me a pagan. That's what they want to call me. We've been called we've been called many bywords. We're used to bywords. That's nothing new. They have many bywords. It's what the Most High have the last say so over each and every one of us, and it's what he calls us. And if he call us his son, his daughters, then that's all we need to know. This once again is three kinds of righteousness. Shalom.